Hi everyone. Good afternoon is here. Welcome to another Take 10. Thank you for sparing the time to watch. Welcome and thank you to Laura Moore, Aparthotel Birmingham, for joining and agreeing to do this. So Take 10 is very much in its infancy. The idea behind it is we all have those LinkedIn profiles, or a lot of us do, but just a little bit of looking beyond the LinkedIn profiles to get to know the people and make people more approachable. Certain things that you might have in common that you can that make it easier to break that ice initially. But we're talking about the LinkedIn profile, so perhaps we start there actually. Laura, so if you'd like to introduce yourself, your company, and a little bit about yourself and the background in the sector or outside of the sector. Over to
Yes.
you.
Thank you. So hi everyone, my name's Laura Moore. I look after Aparthotel Birmingham, and we're actually coming up to our 1 year celebration since we opened. In terms of my background, prior to joining Aparthotel, I come from a hotel background, so I think it's coming up to something like 18 years, but don't want to show my age too much. Apartments hadn't really been on my radar beforehand. It'd always been hotels, but it was a really good transition. And actually, since I've been doing the apartments, I think having that experience has really helped me, feeling really home from home, all sorts of different sort of clients and things like that. Having a brand new product in Birmingham as well, and working for Switch Management has been great as well. So I always remember the strap line, be a part of something amazing. And I definitely think since I've joined, I won't be looking back from the service department world.
That's very nice, very good to hear. But so Switch Hospitality then are a hotel company, basically. Is that right?
Yeah, so we're a management company. We're currently based in Birmingham. So we've also got a Park Regis hotel, another couple of hotels, office space, things like that. And we are looking at expanding. So watch this space. Hopefully some more apartments later this year. And we also have Switch Housing, which is another side of the business. So we're constantly evolving, which is great.
Interesting, really broadly based there. So we'll be talking a little bit more about business later on in this 10-minute block. Might go a little bit over, just for warning. But before we do that, we'll have a little bit of fun, and we'll play this either or game just to see what you think about this one. I've got some questions here. We'll start with an easy one. Um, Android or iPhone? Are you an Android person or an iPhone person?
iPhone.
iPhone. I'm Android. I would be iPhone, and if Apple wants to sponsor Take 10, then I'll switch it. Then I'll switch it once. Um, watch sports or play sports?
Bit of both.
Either. Oh.
Back in the day, I probably would have said played sports, but I'd say I'm not as active anymore. Watching sports, I really got into the darts over New Year. That's definitely going to be a thing in my diary each year now. And then watching the football, so Birmingham City as a local club, of course.
Interesting. Yeah, the darts. That's true, actually, with that young fella that's been so successful, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's one of those darts is one of those things. It's a bit like snooker, where immediately it doesn't seem to, for me personally, it doesn't seem to appeal. But once you start watching it, you just get drawn right in and can
Yeah,
spend days just watching it.
I
So you're
did.
Birmingham City. Interesting, because one of my questions, and I thought I knew the answer to this one, was City or United, but we're not talking. But you've thrown me off track there.
Now, my
Because I was.
partner supports Man United, so I have to say Man United.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. um, Cake or biscuits?
Or biscuits.
Biscuits. That's a little bit of a shame, actually, because you were talking about the anniversary of Aparthotel Birmingham,
Yeah.
and Laura doesn't know I was going to do this, but I would like to wish Aparthotel Birmingham a happy birthday. I
Oh,
don't. I think I'll spare everyone the embarrassment of actually singing happy birthday. But here's congratulations, and here's to Aparthotel Birmingham on your first year. So
Oh, thank you.
go out, and then I'll cut a piece of cake. I'm going to save my cake for later, but I will eat your piece.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, I can't hand it over there now. I'm not going to eat either, to be honest. Right, here we go. Happy birthday. Uh,
Oh, thank you.
um, Texting or calling? What do you prefer there?
Does WhatsApp count as texting?
Texting? You prefer texting?
Well, a WhatsApp rather than text. So
Right, yeah. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really very good on the telephone anymore. You know, texting. You can kind of like texting or the emails.
mm,
You can kind of
mm,
handle the response when you respond. But
mm.
with phones, they immediately put you on the spot.
I
So
think it depends who you're dealing with. So in terms of like calling agents that send us inquiries and things like that, I would always phone over an email because I think it's much quicker. You can get the feedback and stuff like that. My mom and dad, they're not very tech savvy. My dad does do the text where you talk into the phone and it translates for you, but I actually call my parents every single day. So I think it just depends who I'm contacting, really.
yeah, that's true. The WhatsApp groups, I tend to avoid those because they just get out of hand with
Yeah.
messages. I know you can kind of like you can do something which shoots messages straight to archive or something, but that's where I also fall down on the tech side. Couch potato or fitness fiend?
Oh, couch potato.
Yeah, I think I'd join you there. Really,
Bibling,
and
seriously, that's what I'm couch potatoing right now.
really,
Yeah, it's absolute trash, but when you've been at
well,
work, sometimes it's nice. That's my way of switching off.
absolutely, and I mean, yeah. And certainly this weather as well. I mean,
Mm,
we've got nothing. We've had nothing compared to people in other parts of the world, but it's pretty rough weather out there right now, isn't it?
mm.
So, whilst you've been a couch potato, horror or comedy?
Comedy.
Yeah, same here. I spend far too long, years of my life probably watching comedy programs. I'm constantly looking for a new one. So, any ideas out there? Then please send them to me because I think I've watched every single comedy on Netflix and iPlayer and everything. Um, Last one, I suppose. I'll do a couple more. Classical art or modern art?
Mm. Modern art.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, exactly. I'm always kind of like looking at abstracts. Like the
Mm.
art or the prints that we put in service departments.
Yeah.
Then I think that the modern art, the abstract kind of thing, can give quite good, what's the word, atmosphere for the
And I think
department.
it's more interpret. I find I can interpret that differently, and you might look at the same thing and interpret it differently. Whereas, like classical art, it just is how it is,
So
and you either understand it or you don't. I think, or you like it or you
yeah,
don't.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I do wonder whether I'm being kind of, sometimes if I do, I'm not a massive art gallery kind of visitor, but I'll stand in front of it like a painting, and whether it's abstract or like you say, like classical, and I'll stand there and I'm going, am I supposed to be just moving on, or better still, probably, and I think Mr. Bean did one of these, am I supposed to look like I'm interpreting it
Yeah.
just because that's what I'm supposed to do? Um, but yeah, the worst thing possible for me is the art is portrait. I
Mm.
went to a portrait gallery once, and I didn't know what the point of it was. Didn't know what they were looking at before. Um, so just one more, I think. The suspense, hey, of name,
No.
brand, or discount.
I'm going to say discount because
Yeah, good.
I'm not a designer person. I don't care what the make is. If I like something, I like something. But I did think about it because I'm not really that bothered about if it's discounted in terms of the price. But I'm not somebody who would ever have a £2,000 handbag if I had £2,000 to spare. I'd much prefer a city break.
I'm glad you said that because yeah, I do this. I would do the same as well. Right. Well, no, thanks for that. So hopefully, people have seem a little bit more,
I like
about you.
this bit. I'm a couch potato. Yeah, you
Hey,
get to know the guys.
well, you're lucky we didn't go on to wine or beer and go, what do you mean? Yeah, wine and beer and the rest. But no, so back to the old, the business and LinkedIn profile kind of thing. But tell us all about Aparthotel Birmingham. So you launched a year ago. How many
Yeah,
units are there?
we've got 161 apartments, so we've got a big bed stock, which is great. We've got 10 different room types, so something to suit everybody. In simple terms, it's studios, it's one beds, it's two beds, but we've got a lot of interconnecting, so we can be really flexible, making three beds. And I think one of the unique things is we have outdoor terrace spaces as well. Being brand new, obviously the design is lovely. They've got all, kitchens built in, all the things that you want to feel home from home. But I think having your own washing machine, tumble dryer in the room, being in the centre of the city and being so spacious as well. It's not that you've got to compromise being in the city centre. And then I know obviously we're hosting Sabah next Thursday, so that's great. But however people come to get to us, whether it's public transport or they're driving in or working on the outskirts of Birmingham, it's just a really good location. And I call it the Canary Wharf of London. That's what Colmore Bid is in Birmingham. So hopefully you'll get to experience that when you come next week, Richard.
Absolutely, I can't wait. Thank you for that information. And I can't wait. So people viewing it's on the 30th of January. If you've not yet registered, then please drop us a line. Laura's also put a really good video on LinkedIn, at least possibly on other platforms, but it shows you exactly then how to get from not Lime Street,
New Street. Yeah.
New Street.
So
Yeah,
if
so from New.
if you see the big bull, you're in New Street train station, and then it's a 12-minute walk. Or if you're wearing heels like me, then you might just decide to jump straight on the tram, and then it's a 5-minute walk from there as well.
Wow, 12 minutes. I might
Yeah,
even walk, to be
yeah,
honest,
yeah,
if I'm not wearing my heels.
yeah.
No, that's great. And then you're celebrating. The celebrations go on, don't they? So you've got a week, another.
Yeah, so we've tried to tie in quite a few celebrations. So getting Sabah to come to us outside of London, that's really exciting. Anyone who was at the ASOP conference heard me heckle Birmingham. I'm obviously passionate to get things more into other cities and things like that. So for our first birthday, which we're doing the 6th of February, I won't say too much. We're doing a treasure hunt around the different apartments. There will be drinks, there'll be canapes, there should be some cake. It should be really good fun. So if anyone on LinkedIn or on here is interested in coming to our birthday, drop me a message, and obviously more than welcome to join on if we've got the availability. And then the same with the Sabah. So we'll definitely have some cake then as well to tie in that as well.
So yeah, I've got a question actually. It's a fairly practical question regarding the apartments. Because you mentioned washing machine and tumble dryers. Is that combined? The washer dryers, are they?
Yeah, they
Right.
are. To save space, they're combined.
Right, okay. And in the public areas, so did I see somewhere about grab breakfasts
Yeah,
or
so we've got a 24-hour reception. So, if anyone needs anything, they can always come to the reception. On the ground floor, which is where we'll be hosting these events, is kind of like a living room area. It's got a high-rise table. So if people want to be outside their apartments, it's kind of a bit like a co-working area. And then making us a little bit unique, we have our own Nissa local shop. It's open from 6 a.m. till 9 p.m. So if guests want to cook in the rooms, they literally can just go to the ground floor, buy something. Or if they don't want to cook, you've got ready-made pizzas available. And that's where we are apartment living, but we can appeal to clients kind of like a hotel offering as well, because as I said, being a bit like Canary Wharf, Colmore, we have a lot of corporate clients with us. So if people want breakfast to take into work, they get given a breakfast voucher, or you can book breakfast, and you sort of get like a 5-item grab and go, Costa coffee, bacon roll, vegetarian option, fruit, porridge, that sort of thing.
sounds fabulous. I shouldn't have asked that question actually at this time because I'm starving now. But no, yeah. Well, thank you very much for all of that, Laura, and for your time. Thank you to viewers for your time as well. Contacting there, so you've got the website for Aparthotel Birmingham, or contact Laura on LinkedIn, and I hope that hopefully you will be able to go to um, experience Aparthotel Birmingham yourselves in the not too distant. I'm very much looking forward to it. Can't wait. So that's next week, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, thanks very much, Laura, and thank you for the viewers.
Thank you.